1. Hello, hello, and welcome back to another round of First to Worst. I'll be your host once again, Dragon on your shirt. And here in the commentator booth, we have a rare Mr. King.
Hello,
Commentary.
how's everyone doing? Quick little note before we begin. Quilavad, you have a mouse cursor on your screen. Please drag it off.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. We don't need Mousy the Mouse making a guest star appearance here at First to Worst. But in any case, hello everybody, welcome back to more First to Worst Goodness.
Alright, and today we are going to be running Quilavad versus jeditobiwan. Got ourselves some high profile guys running today. Alright, well, gentlemen, when you're ready, go ahead and eat your hot dog and start rolling them gats.
Reminder, you have yourselves free rerolls, including your starting weapon, including that means that a total of 4 unique weapons can show up. If you see a duplicate, you're allowed to reroll that. We haven't seen a duplicate in a long time, truth be told.
Someone get like F2Ws like 3 times in a row or something?
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember someone getting the same gun like 4 times one run. That was hilarious. Do you want to stay with that, Quilavad? That's
No,
no, it's good. It's good, man. It's a good weapon. Come on, it's just
Amrad, I'm re-rolling.
All right.
Okay, Amrad reroll.
1 reroll for Quilavad and 1 for Jedi.
Do you want to stick with that?
Gotta defend 45. I'm gonna roll again.
Agreed. Okay.
E350 by Bauer, I'm gonna re-roll.
All right. So that's
okay. 2 rerolls.
2 rerolls for both of our contestants.
Quilvad, you have 1 more reroll, so you can reroll once more.
I will put my faith in the RNG.
All right, last reroll. You have to stick with whatever you get, unless it's a duplicate. So,
I'm gonna keep
Jedi
870.
Yep. Remington 870, fantastic starting roll.
All right, I'll take that. It's good.
All right.
Not too bad.
Went from M1911 to M1911, I see. He just didn't want the Defender 45, the stub.
All right. Well, gentlemen, you guys, looks like you got your weapon of choice. Are there any final words for each other or for chat?
Best of luck.
I just want to say, good luck to you, but I just want to say the first row of the free-for-all scores is hidden. They're hiding things. They got secrets. You can't trust them.
All right. Well, there you got it. All right. Well, you guys are all set and ready to go. Go ahead and get your run on.
Good luck.
All
Have fun. And mute. Yeah, Jedi. All right, let's get this show on the road. Hi. It's been a bit. How you doing? Especially it's been a bit since you and me have been in competition booth together. How you been? Oh, the mouse is back. Oh no, that's your mouse. Never mind.
Oh, it's fine. The mouse ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Mouse in the mouse, it can't hurt anybody. There should be a setting in it's called OBS that allows you to hide the mouse. I forget what it's called, but either way, hello. We have 2 different weapons being shown off. We got the Remington 870 Express, a bit of a militarized version of the Remington 870, and then we have the what's it called? I think that's the Operator M1911. It's not the competition.
It is the competition. I think it's the competition. Well, they're both.
There's
the
2
same.
of them. They're the same. It's just that the red dot on the Operator, which I believe is the white grip one, is funny, haha, slightly higher than the other one. The other one sunk into the the slide. So it means
they're both essentially the same gun. The only real difference is cosmetic.
Yeah, either way, both fantastic guns. About the same, what's called mag and tube size, 6.7. Very lovely. Meanwhile, on what's called? Oh no, I'm a bit ahead. Jedi's getting into the supply room. Quad has already gone to the supply room. Let's see what they roll.
If I was to make a bet, I think Jedi's going to go for the single point pistol.
Well, you may have bet correctly. And it's a good one. Actually, wait, no, is that... Which one is that?
That is the Deagle in 357, which compared
it
to
is
the
357. That is nice.
Compared to the 50 AE, it's an ugly model, but you get 9 shots as opposed to like 7.
I prefer it. It's honestly an okay weapon. Meanwhile, Quid getting the worst roll. Arguably, even...
That's not...
Arguably, even... I mean, arguably, I would argue that it's worse than the Mag 7. The Mag 7, though unwieldy, is still 5 shots. That's only 3.
I feel like I would take that over the Mag 7 just because it's easier
Well,
to
then you're
use.
weak and you have skill issue, my guy. The Mag
Uh-huh.
7 isn't a bad weapon.
I think you're
I have
just
come
crazy.
to I have come to accept that the Mag 7 is trash, but it is serviceable. Alright?
Mhm.
Either way,
Alright, well, Jedi is slowly creeping into the lobby here.
yep,
trying to
using
keep
that
that stealth
Deagle to
bonus.
great effect. I do enjoy the 357 Deagle. 9 rounds is nothing to scoff at a very powerful weapon, and we are in it. Hold 1, inconsisting of static encryptions only. 2x2s via 1 door, very easy to deal with. Nothing none of the runners can, deal with. Though, these guys are a bit deceptive. What's it called? 357s hurts.
Alright.
Jedi counting to go, let's go positioning, get into positioning to go ahead and clear out these stacks in a quick fashion. Speed is everything, but we already lost our damage bonus, so...
Alright,
One.
the stacks are up. He's got 1.
Really
Keep
don't
working.
like designs.
There's 2. There's 3. And
Quid's
the
already in it as
meantime,
well.
Quilavad has just stepped into his first hold, while
Quilavad,
Jedi
that's-
is getting done with his.
Yeah, a bit slow. The irons on that weapon are not his favorites, as he commented on, so...
Yeah, the irons on that are just they're kind of ugly. It's an ugly gun.
Thin pole, yeah, I can see it being a problem. I've had difficulties. That's why I stick to point fire whenever it comes to most weapons. Either way, the operator shouldn't pose that much of a problem
All
because
right,
we got
his
ourselves
statics
a red
are up for
dot.
Quilavad. He's got 1. He already got the one in the corner. He got 2, 3. And
I think one of them
that's
is
that
above him.
Last one, right there.
Nope, I think one of them is above him.
No?
Yep, one of them is above him. Yep, having to
Oh,
quickly,
he's
yep,
right
behind.
him.
Yep, I figured.
There's always one hiding. Either way, both of our contestants are done with their first, and I don't know. I think Quilavad might have the advantage this time because I don't think he's been
Quilavad,
hit.
Quilvad, I believe, didn't take a hit during that hold, as well as had a faster clear. So far,
that no
Quilvad's
hit
got a
bonus
decent
really
lead.
does make more of a difference than you'd think it would.
Mhm.
Jedi over here being harassed by the cankersaurs.
The blisters, everyone's least favorite entity in the what's it called, in the institution. Silent but deadly, unless you're playing apparently Calring or Calco on 1 hit. They don't do any damage to you for some reason. It's actually quite a bizarre thing that they just, flow around and they blow up on you and then you just proceed to not do any damage. Either way, still a story. Going in a bit rush, keeping the stealth bonus. Just barely by suppressing that Sosik. I believe there's probably one above, unless he's already taken care of that one. Nope, just the one guarding the place. Interesting. Keeping the stealth bonus quite nice. Meanwhile, Quid using that, Quilavad? That's Quilavad.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Quilavad. He's really
Quilavad
making
using
good
that
use of that short shoddy.
Yeah, actually,
And honestly,
doing all right with it.
if he really wanted to get the most out of that thing, he could get a stock for it. But I feel like spending any amount of tokens to make that thing work is kind of a waste.
Mm-hmm. Going for the meta roll, the Vanilla M4.
1014, not bad, and
a free gun.
Quilavad getting the
free gun
getting
competition.
The M2 3 gun. Honestly,
I guess.
these two, Quilavad is just kind of coming out like a little bit ahead on his loadout, getting the short shoddy for the first time around, but now he's got the 3 gun as opposed to Jedi's 1014.
I mean, the Benelli M4 isn't the worst thing to get, truth be told. It is a pistol grip shotgun, so you can just quickly point and shoot with one hand.
It's definitely not the worst. There's not too many tube-fed shotties in that pool. That being said, the 3 gun does give you a lot more capacity here in
lot more room to error.
Capacity makes a huge difference.
Yeah, a lot more room for error, especially a lot more room for spamming. Keeping the stealth bonus very good.
It's
and I
more
believe
lead you
Quid.
can throw down range. Either
Yeah,
way,
yeah, Quilavad is in it. Hole 2, Hardens and Swarms.
up here in the substation. Ooh, Looks like, ooh, that is a nice lineup on those Hardens. I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, it's either going to be pretty dang good or completely flubbed. You never know until you actually do execute. And I believe they should be popping up any second now. 3, 2, 1, now.
All right, and he's got one, he got two, he got three.
Oop, nice.
Ooh, that was it for the Hardens for Quilavad. That was
incredibly
slick.
fast.
He might just give Jedi a run for his money here.
Jedi, isn't it? Jedi buying themselves a laser. Interesting.
I haven't seen anyone buy a laser sight deliberately. It's always been, it's always the flashlight.
1, 2, 3.
Which makes
Yes,
sense.
the flashlight is very good, mainly because of the new blinding mechanic that was added recently by it.
There's the blinded mechanic, it's cheaper, and if you focus the lens, it kind of turns into a pseudo red dot.
Yes. Meanwhile, Jedi taking care of the 4, losing the 5th one. There it is. Decent
And
clear. I think they're
not
neck
back
and neck.
here. Quilavad working on his,
Swarms.
all right.
Swarms
Not
are
too
done. That
bad.
is Quilavad done. All right. Meanwhile, Jedi still got the swarms to deal with the 3x1s.
5 override tokens found.
There's 3.
Advance to next
Keeping good with topping off their tube there. And to the left.
Jedi over here just chilling in that corner there. Honestly, that corner's not too bad. You get a good amount of cover, a decent amount of visibility. It's a good 50-50 split on cover and viz.
Okay, swarms
Alright,
are up.
swarms are up.
Reloading
He
while
got
shooting.
one. Got a double
two.
tap on the first, double tap on the
shots.
second.
Where?
Having to
There's
chase down the
last
third.
one. Ooh, triple tap on the last one. That was
Not the
still
worst, not the
relatively
best.
speedy. Not
Keeping
bad,
their no
Jedi.
hit. Yeah, keeping their no hit intact. Luckily, Quilavad in the supply points. This one, I forget what this one's called, but I do know that this one has an issue where you just get berated by patrols no
It's,
matter what.
Presidio, or as I like
Presidio.
to call it, Presidio, because I know that's pronounced wrong.
Quilavad is really in right now. Oh God, no. Quilavad is doing really well. How you doing, by the way,
Paul is
chat?
taking
I can
himself
see ya.
a little detour there, visiting the
Every time
Oh,
Terror
lose-
Mine.
things right at that.
Oh,
I'm so
Jedi
busy.
losing the stealth bonus.
Don't care. Whatever. Don't care.
King, I have a question. Why do they call it turbine? Why is that
Turbine?
Turbine.
It's called turbine because the middle thing is a turbine for what's it called?
There's
A
no way.
hydroelectronic power plants.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
that's
That'd
what
be
those are
too-
called.
That'd be too easy. That'd be way too easy. There's got to be another reason it's called turbine.
Well, the other reason that it's called turbine is because it's a turbine, and there's not really another reason why it's called turbine, my guy.
That doesn't sound right. I feel like we're being lied to. There's got to be a second turbine. Either way, Quilavad has done some shopping, and I think
Is
he
it
just got
Quilavad or Quilavad? I think it's Quilavad because there are a what's it called? A Cyndaquil, or the evolved form of the
Yeah.
Cyndaquil. I
It,
don't know.
it is Quilavad.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
is it-
Quilavad because I know it's the wrong way to say it.
Hold. I think they should.
Well, I'm going to be the correct person and pronounce it Quilavad from here on out. Sorry.
Uh,
I think I'm gonna hold here.
But we apologize for the naming things. The English language is
I
a
don't.
jumbled mess.
I am not apologizing.
This is a hallway hold.
All right, jokes aside, though, it looks like Quilavad did get himself the.
You almost said
MRAD.
Quilavad. Come on. I saw
Got
that strict Sarge.
Getting
All right, going
himself
into
the
library.
MRAD to get the free red dot earlier. I don't think they got much else.
Oop, losing the stealth
Wrong-
bonus.
wrong way, someone-
Yeah, I believe I did see a gun shot go for the door, so that means someone did see them, I think.
Library. That's right.
Our contestants slowly creeping into the library.
I mean, it's modeled after a library. It's just that the books
Where are the
were
books,
burned.
King?
They
You
were
can't
burned.
have
they
a
were
library
burned.
without books. That's like
Well, too
having
bad.
a liquor store without liquor.
Well, too bad they were burned. We're in a post-apocalyptic
So we're
American.
we're book burning now, King. Is
Yes!
that what we're doing? We book burning?
Yes. What do you think? How do you think the Socialists became to power? They had to get rid of all the literature. All right. So we had to burn all the fucking books. So therefore, all the books are gone. Therefore, this is a library. That is an empty shell of a library.
We're getting into some deep conspiracy here.
Yeah, team conspiracy.
Right,
Anyways,
the Hardens are up for Jedi, and he's working on them right
both
now.
of them.
Hit.
Yep. Honestly, these
Jedi
two are
taking a
neck and
hit.
neck as far as time goes a little bit. And they
Yeah,
both
clearing
finished the Hardens at the
simultaneously.
same time by the looks of it.
Yeah, not bad. Got ourselves 5 swarms to deal with as well. Then we got ourselves recursives as well to deal with. But either way, we're seeing the shotguns being used to great effect at the moment. I believe what's called quilavad was slightly in the head with their clear. So, and I believe they also didn't take a hit, so I think they're also in the head at that. Meanwhile, Jedi continuing forward with taking a
I
hit
have
on
a
the first
feeling
wave.
this will be a very close. It's going to be a very close call with this one. They're going to have very similar scores. Swarms are up for Quilavad. He's already got 1,
And
2, 3.
Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Jedi
It is
doing
hard
some
to
loading.
keep track when these. You know what? They're both
3.
working on their swarms.
4 on
And
Jedi.
that's done for Quilavad. Jedi looks like he lost his last one. Oh, it's up
Oh,
there in the
it was
corner there.
above- It was above
And
him.
he got a single tap on the last one. Not too bad. Honestly, I'm going to be
Always
honest
above
with you guys. Getting a one hit on a swarm is the most satisfying thing with the number 4s.
Oh man, I remember. It's called recently with the backup run that no one saw. I got like 4 out of 5 one hits. It was very satisfying here.
All right. Honestly, I really like that Jedi's just using that laser sight as a red dot.
I mean,
It's-
it works.
It's working really well for him. It's like he's getting the best of both worlds with a red dot and the point shooting method.
Yep. I believe Quilavad's got the recursive doing some shotgun surgery from afar.
Ooh,
Very dangerous
Not
stuff.
bad, man.
And cleared.
And Jedi's is up
Jedi-
already, and he looks like he's doing
Having
a
to
quick
do some
lap to
running.
get to the last one,
Oh,
I hate this gun.
tagging
now.
and he's got
there
it.
you go.
Is that a hamburger? It's heresy.
Oh,
I
that's
got a lot
so.
of little
So that's
flips
what
around.
happened. Those are the books they burned. They burned all the hamburger recipe books.
Awkwardly close.
Yeah, obviously.
Very awkward close.
Well, I guess that just means I'm gonna have to ask Quilavad, why not hamburgers later. We will ask
But
him
in either
that
case, we're into the take phase of Hold 4. Very interesting stuff. A lot of very powerful weapons are open to the players now. I can't wait to see if the runs
If I were to
continue
make a
parallel.
prediction, I'm guessing they're both gonna roll 6-point ARs.
I also did that. Ooh, getting tagged and losing the stealth bonus on the hold. Jedi is floundering a tiny bit.
It's doing awful
Oop,
today.
nice shot.
Looks like both of our runners just absolutely despise Cankersaurs, taking the option to shoot them anytime they see them. Which I agree. I hate those things. I would shoot one just out of spite.
I usually don't go for the shooting. I usually run past them at breakneck speeds, if not slap them away from my gun and pray that they don't get stuck in my gun.
All right, looks like Quilavad is getting. Is he about to sell his night? Yep, he's selling the 1911, saving some
It has
extra
served
space.
them well. Yeah, it
He
has
still
served them
has
well.
that. He still has that short shotty though.
And there it.
Rolling
Oh,
a
hello.
G11.
So bad
Not
at
too
this.
bad. Well, I
Honestly,
guess,
truth be told, probably one of the best rolls you can get in what's it called, the AR pool. It's a high capacity and it is pure armor pen goodness.
yeah, and that hyper burst will really help out with the refractive, assuming he doesn't go for the double shoddy strat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain because the reloading of it is, it's
Literally.
this gross front loading magic weapon
Hey.
of death.
Understand.
But yeah, it's super strong.
Hey, somebody call this guy an astronaut because he's got the German space guns.
Space wizardry. If you've ever seen what the gun looks like taken apart, you would cry because you would not understand how it actually functions.
I would cry from the sheer beauty of the artistry that goes into those that mechanical monstrosity. It's like a modern art masterpiece.
Yep.
It's
But yeah,
all
very
blocky.
powerful weapon on quilavad. I believe they have 47 round capacity for those sticks, if not 50. So it's pretty up there for a capacity.
Yeah, it's about a 60-round magazine. The only issue I've seen some of our runners take with it is the reloading can be a little awkward.
Ooh.
And it looks like,
Man.
ooh, Jedi breaking the mold, rolling a 6-point or an
VR.
8-point battle rifle, getting a foul with the 30s.
Very nice. One upgrade to a drum mag, so we got that going
He's,
for us at least.
He's going 30 on 30 with this one.
The problem with the battle rifle over the AR rolls is AP.
6.
But truth be told, you don't need AP when it comes to Ori. Luckily, rolling
At least
ourselves
not
a
as
power
much.
dog.
Armor piercing does help because it is a guaranteed kill on every
Shield.
SOSIG, so it can kind of turn into a shoot and forget type of thing. Whereas with some of the FMJs, especially 5.56 and 7.62 by 39, sometimes you have to take get a double tap in there to really make sure they're down.
Well, either way, both of our runners are heading towards their hold point. Both of them are cleared out, and I believe Jedi is going to be the first one in.
Yes, he is in. He is in it, locking it down in Concourse!
Concourse is what I like to call it T Hallway, but it hates you because it is literally based off of T Hallway and classic hallways. Like 4 rooms that come out.
All right, his
Stealths
stealths
are
are
up
up. He's already attacking away at him. He's got
Only
last
4.
one was timed
Nice.
right there, right behind right in front of that door there.
Yeah, not the worst. Very fast indeed. But we're in it to our boss encryptions now. We got polymorphic and regenerative coming up, which
The polymorph
everyone.
is a boss encryption.
Yep, these are all boss encryptions from here on out.
Feels more like a mini boss.
Not too bad. They're considered boss encryptions. Either way, quilavad is in it as well. All right, we should be seeing polymorphic on Jelly in a second. Meanwhile, quilavad has to deal with the stealths. Exploding the barrels there to make sure that they don't die on it.
All right, polymorph is up for Jedi. Already tacking away at those fringe nodes so he doesn't overpen. And in the meantime, quilavad got a really quick clear on the stealths there. Not too bad.
Ooh. Quillavad's been very much on it.
He's
on
been
those.
using. I noticed he hasn't been using the hyper burst. It's just been rocking that thing in full auto.
I mean, the full auto is pretty dang controllable given its slow fire rate. So. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Honestly, 60 rounds, that low recoil or that slow fire rate, it could really make really make that 60 round magazine last. All right, sounds
Yeah,
like the
polymorphic is
polymorph
up.
is up for quilavad.
Oh, doing some shaving. Oh, having some difficulty. Just moving pretty erratically.
Oh, he's only
Getting
got
shot,
oh, no.
losing the hit bonus.
What? Just
what's
one?
called-
Oh no! The polymorph just keeps running away from him. Sosig's putting the pressure on. In the meantime, the regen is up for Jedi, and he is just tacking away at it with that
Nice.
foul, and
Oh,
it is down.
Quill,
for
no,
Jedi.
come on, bud. Don't fall apart now. Whew.
And quilavad
And then
eking
Jedi
out a
has taken the
safe-
lead.
He
Boy,
definitely
sucks getting
has.
work
All
and
the
needing
shots
this.
quilavad has taken there. It's definitely going to set him back a bit. But he can still catch up if he can. If Jedi starts to fumble a bit in the 5th hold, he might be able to catch up.
Yes, 5th hold hub coming up. Very much a
I think I can hit from this side.
just a separation between the man and the boys. Just a pain in the ass. Either way, we should be seeing the regen popping up soon.
Side. Still only use
Should be
supply,
here
but
any minute.
Yep, getting ready.
Any
Taking care
minute.
of the Sussex. There it is.
I don't
There
know.
it
Alright.
is. Switching
Pulling
to
out the
the
shotgun.
shotgun here.
Yep,
Ooh,
gaining
just
some
hammer it
distance.
in there.
Nice.
Switching back to the G11. Ooh, Sosix
Oh,
putting
getting
the
blind
pressure
spot.
on. Don't
Yep,
let
getting
the
a blind
cubes
spot.
come back.
Oh, running
Don't
out of
let
ammo,
the
no.
cubes come back.
Nope.
The cubes are
Okay.
back.
Yep. Oh, losing all their let's thing. Taking a ghost dog
yep.
to protect themselves. I don't blame them, but
Oh,
that
no.
hurts.
It
And
does.
also
That
taking
is-
another reload. We're
right.
we're
Oh,
seeing
no.
the crux
He's-
of the.
oh, no. He's gonna have to
Oh,
move quick.
boy.
He might have to
Oh,
use that
boy.
infinite ammo dog to keep up. And
Nope.
he's got it. Woo!
Oh, yeah. I think
save.
whatever
A
whatever
solid
lead.
save from Quilavad here.
To next
Yeah, whatever, but at the cost of whatever lead they had against Jedi, it's going to be a tough one now.
It's all gonna have to come down to what happens in the fifth hold.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Question is,
right.
I believe Jedi probably is going to
don't even
upgrade
care
their
about
mag
here.
here.
Either a mag upgrade or gonna go for some power ups. Ooh, an
the
under
heck
barrel
not?
attachment.
Getting the Russian
The
40mm
GP,
caseless.
I believe that's the GP25 right there.
Yes, interesting role.
I think he
I
was.
do.
If I were to make a guess, he probably was hoping for a 203 to use appers.
That is
That.
On the flip side, though, the GP25, I don't know if it would be good for the
Dogs,
hub,
right?
but grenade launchers aren't
Really?
too bad at keeping
Stack dogs?
keeping the Sosig population under control.
yes, indeed. Not going for a mag upgrade, going to
Yep,
stick with just the
going for
furries. They
two power ups, 2 shield dogs.
getting very lucky with shield dogs. So it's all insane.
Honestly, I love seeing some underbarrel rolls. Always makes the current gun our runner has just look a little bit cool. We like our
That
Gucci
was-
guns.
I think the Jedi did not mean to
remember
shoot
that.
off their grenade. Yep, I think he was
I
trying to
don't care about
stabilize their
larger mags, so I'm
aim.
not going to use full auto.
Here's a quick little note about grenade launchers. If you're holding the grenade launcher itself, pressing the trigger if you have the steady, it's called aim toggle, will not steady your aim anymore. So keep that in mind if you have a GL and you're finding yourself not being able to aim properly.
All right.
I believe
Jedi
Jedi kept their stuff
stepping
on us.
into the fifth and final hold, locking it down in
So we have one.
Metro, trying to keep the Sosigs away from the hidden servers deep in the
What is it
unused
first,
tunnels. At least that's going to be my headcanon, that the Sosigs have like a bunch of servers in the tunnels that don't get used.
cascading.
You know, that's where they hide all the spicy sausage on.
Oh, being blindsided on the side there.
Guys.
All right, the cheesy bits are up. He got
Nice
it down to the
grenade
cheesy
shot.
bits. Just hacking away at it.
Yep, cascading, octagonal, and
Come on.
refractive are left. Using the tunnels as cover. And
And
we are done.
There it goes. I think Jedi definitely took a few hits there. So if Quilavad can keep himself from being hit, he could probably eke the win out here.
Yep, lost our no-hit bonus for the first part. We have 2 more to get score back though.
Diagonal.
Right. Jedi just chilling up here in that second floor over there. Just-
They're mentally preparing themselves for the off-agnal. as we speak.
Time to see if the orthogonal is going to play nice with Jedi or if it's going to give him the cold shoulder. Jedi taking the shield dog. Looks like it's choosing to run away from him. Oh, yeah.
Going down
yeah.
below. Interesting.
All right.
Gotta reload.
Jedi having to make a
Excuse me?
quick reload.
So sick. Oh, it's gone up.
Yep. It went up. The orthogonal definitely
really
is
hate this
trying to
stupid
run
thing.
away from Jedi here.
Yeah,
Having to take
the
a second.
shield.
Yep, switching to the foul.
You got only a few
Oops.
more nodes left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like what?
I can hear the anger in
Oh
Jedi's
yeah.
voice.
The orthogonal.
Oh wow, that quick turn.
Okay.
Ugh.
The orthogonal
Everyone
decided to
hates
be
that thing.
nice enough to give Jedi just that little bit of upskirt. Give him a chance.
What a piece of crap. Either way, moving on to the finale, we got the Breacher boys with
valid?
the
I guess it's
refractive
not.
to finish us off.
Honestly, I don't get the orthogonal. Why does it got to be so mean to some of our runners, but then just be so nice to others?
It's
Like-
just how it is. It's pure RNG at the moment, and I do believe a rework is in the works. Quilavad in it to win it, maybe. If not, lose. We got ourselves the same spread that we
Quilavad
saw with Jedi.
jumping into the hub. His turn to make sure the SO6 don't get to the hidden servers.
Jedi got one last shield dogged. Let's see if they can make it work.
All right, the cascading
There we
is
go.
up for Quilavad, and the refractive is also up for Jeditobiwan. He's got one
using
shot
both
on
weapons.
it, and there's
And
two
done.
shots on that.
What
In the
a
meantime,
interesting
Quilavad,
tech.
let's go ahead and zoom in on Jedi, see what he's got for a
119. Ooh, that's pretty low, honestly. 119,245 with a 0 at the end. Let me go ahead and get that put in at the moment, and then we can go ahead and focus on Quilavad in a moment.
Yep. You got that? Do you got that down?
No, because Jedi
Oh,
has
no, that's
accidentally
good.
put in.
That's good to know.
Oh wait, hold up. Let's.
Yeah.
Hey, Turkish.
What's
I
going
don't have
on
my
with-
notice on, so thank you.
Yeah,
for
Jedi, you
setting
went ahead and
everybody
started
else to
looking at
comment.
chat.
Thank you for the tier 1.
I can't
Yeah, let
believe
me
it.
just go ahead and focus everything on Quilavad here.
150.
Where
So,
the heck?
I know I got
is
hit a lot.
Jedi? Yeah, I'll look at their stream. Uh-oh, did he break things?
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, it's good.
Why is that a matrix? What the hell?
All right, the orthogonal is up for Quilavad here.
Okay,
Hacking away at it. And he's got it. That was actually a pretty solid clear for Quilavad on the orthogonal. The orthogonal was really nice to Quilavad as opposed to Jedi, who just got the cold shoulder from the orthogonal.
Yeah, Baldric, I know that you're in chat. Something is wrong with the spreadsheet. Whenever I try to input a score into Jedi, it has a matrix lookup for some reason. I'm going to just go throw it into the challenge instead. Luckily, someone on their chat has posted their score, so that is nice.
All right, Quilavad locking it down at the top of the hub, taking the third floor where there's no Sosig spawns. And if there is any, they're very few and far between. Definitely the more defensible spot to take. And this being the last and final hold, it's definitely better. All right, he's got the shield up.
There you
He's
go.
got his bullet boost. Oh, getting
One
a
shot.
one shot on the refractive there.
Wow! And a
shabby.
1-2-5. Quilavad or
man.
Quilavad takes it.
Not too
1-2-5-7-0. Got.
All
Damn
right,
it.
You got the
I was
scores in
editing
there,
that.
King?
Nope.
Oh, here, let me. Well, you got Quilavads. Where's
No, I don't have Quilavads.
Here, I can get Jedi's real fast. Here, let me go ahead and focus on him real fast.
Just out of doing it.
Yeah, I'm putting it into the what's it called?
Probably supposed to be up.
Actually, I could probably.
All right, that is scores. Yep. All right. Confirming scores. That is good. All right, we can go ahead and bring him in now.
Okay, so you got it all jotted down?
Yep,
Perfect.
I believe so.
All right, let me go
then
ahead
that's-
and unmute, undeafen these guys.
Yep. All right.
A little less precise, to be honest.
Good day.
Hey, how's it going, you two?
Hey.
Ah, it was quite a run,
Good
truth
acquisition.
be told. Quilavad having a lot of difficulties hold 4, I noticed. That was quite
Yeah.
rough indeed. And Jedi,
Well,
overall, pretty bad luck.
yeah,
I just kept
the-
making dumb decisions, getting
honestly,
bad shots.
you guys,
Uh-huh.
you guys were doing a phenomenal job with your run there. Like you guys were moving, you were zipping through real fast. Jedi, I think the only thing that got you down was that orthogonal just giving you the cold shoulder.
I just can't figure them out, man. They're too random. It's
Uh,
too much.
yeah.
And
You gotta give the orthogonal, some flowers, a box of chocolate from time to time. Really,
But-
really get them on your side.
yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't particularly matter. All that matters is the score at the end of the day. And, of course, we can only have one victory.
Yep.
And I have some bad news.
Well, it's good news for
Um,
one of you.
We have good news and bad news. Jeditobiwan with a 119, Quilavad with a 125. Quilavad, you have
Ooh.
beaten your head-to-head with
Correct.
Jedi. Jedi, you are going down to Goulash.
Yep. He
Gotcha,
is,
gotcha.
He
Good
is
job, Quill.
goulash ingredients.
Good game.
Yeah. Yeah, that was incredibly rough. Jedi, you lost essentially most of your time, and you also lost a lot of no hits. Meanwhile, Quilavad keeping your self healthy and not getting hit, and also having very quick encryption kills, except for hold 4. Hold 4,
Yeah.
you had a lot of trouble, I noticed, but that was your only blunder I saw.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
thankfully I had that shield dog on
Definitely
power
managed
for
to
no
pick
hits on
it
that
back up in the fifth hold.
Yeah, fifth hold, especially with a 1 tap to the refractive, one of the first we've seen this tournament.
Yeah, I think
Well, we've seen
yeah,
quite
use
a
the
few
hyper-
one taps on the refractive. But that was still solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love watching both of you. You both did a great job. I do have to say, Qualivid, how do you feel about getting the G11?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine up until I ran out of ammo, and then I had to twirl the thing. And
It's fine until you run out of ammo. It's best to reload it periodically so you never
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to twirl it ever again. Tip for Hyper Burst is fire it 16 times and you reload, and you'll never have to reload that, I believe, and stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the other opposite end of the spectrum, Jedi, how do you feel about the what's called the Deagle 5057 at this point?
I hate that. I hate that 357 one because the sights suck. The sights are terrible.
It's I was telling Kane, it's such a ugly model.
Yeah, it really is. That rear notch is just not enough for me to do anything with it. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. It's just, yeah, I agree that the iron sights are probably the worst aspect about that weapon.
All right. Well, let's see. Do we have any questions to take from the chat?
Yeah, Nokek. Oh, how do you pronounce your name? Nom? I'm just gonna call you Nom.
It's Nonk.
Knock. Okay,
Knock.
Knock. Okay. With why did you buy a grenade launcher, Jedi?
I had points to burn.
Why didn't you upgrade your mag to 50?
Because I don't like having it in a different pocket. There's no need.
That-
I play on single fire, especially with a battle rifle. I'd rather just
Ah.
keep the 30.
Hey,
Fair enough.
it's definitely a sound strategy there, and I kind of feel you on that one. The thing that makes like the 30-round magazines really nice is they fit in those smaller pockets, so you don't have to like shove a whole drum mag in the larger pocket and take up more space than it needs to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, that's
that's
fair.
why I default use my magazine for my main gun in here, just because it can fit any size.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, guess.
To quilavad. Oh wait. Curie. What do you mean by Curie?
Let's see. Question: is Ori going to stay the go-to for future tourneys? I might think of
Right
change-
now,
that's
most likely.
we do have a shout out to Quilavad here. He Domp says he'll be seeing you in the next phase.
Yep, your
Oh,
next
boy.
your next competitor, quilavad, is Nox, which let's go and see how they did this what's it called? This run. They took out who did they take out?
I've got to run, guys, so I hate to dip out
Yep.
so soon, but thank you for commentating
Hey,
and all that.
no problem,
Oh,
man. You both are
Nock,
free to go.
So
yeah, Nock took out a what's it called? A deaf Garden Gome died for the run, but they got a 1-2-5-7, which compared to your score, they beat you barely. You actually had pretty much the same
Yeah, by
score.
like 800 points. Yeah.
But yeah, in any case,
right,
since
folks, we
Jedi is bouncing, let's go ahead and
definitely,
get the heck out of here.
Yeah, let's go ahead, close this down. Do we have any last words from our runners here before
Well,
we close it up?
Jedi's already bailed out, so
Well, I
Yeah.
guess we'll just.
yeah, let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic night, day, wherever the heck. And
Yep,
we'll see you all back here
you
again
all
for the
keep
next run.
I'll keep practicing, stay hydrated, and we will see you in the next round of First to Worst. You all take care.
Yeah, later, everyone.
Oh my god, I'm glad we got that. All right, closing it out now.